Hi, my name is Whitney and thank you for deciding to click on my video. It is a cold October night in Kentucky, and as we are approaching Halloween, it is very near and I'm excited about it, but I thought I would tell you some stories about a cemetery I recently went to in Madisonville, Kentucky. Please stay tuned. Whenever I know I'm going to be going through some towns, I always look up on Google to see if there's anything interesting to check out in the towns. Of course, if I see that something is supposed to be haunted, I'll have to check it out for myself. So I was recently going through Madisonville, Kentucky, and I read about the Grapevine Cemetery. And there are two legends about the cemetery. And so I guess we'll talk about the first one, which is the crying angel. So you go into the cemetery and you will see one of the grandest headstones in the entire cemetery. Like, you know, these people were definitely wealthy. And I didn't know where this was, but I had no issues finding it. And it is the John G. Morton tombstone. So there are so many variations of the stories of the angel that cries. They say that she, if you ever see her on a full moon at midnight, that she will look down at you and you'll be able to see her tears of blood, because she is crying for all of the babies that are buried at the cemetery. Another legend states that her head is barely resting on her gravestone, and if you were to knock it off, that she will curse you, and with bad luck, and you may not even make it home. Although it looked connected to me, but I did notice that her arm was gone, and like part of both of her wings were gone. And another legend states that if you help her put her wings back on, she will grant you a wish and it will come true. Yeah, so those are the legends. It is said that there is a flower that is resting near her eye, and that's why it looks like blood, although I didn't see where a flower would be planted all the way up there. This is why it is called a legend. There is another story about the cemetery too, not involving the angel, but a boy who supposedly had harmed himself in the cemetery after his girlfriend had dumped him. And his presence remains in the cemetery pretty close to the angel. And it is said that if you play love songs, you will hear a loud scream in the cemetery. Like, so loud. Kind of like a banshee. And that if you have your trunk open or your windows down, he will visit you for a little bit and stay with you in the car. Yeah. Pretty crazy. After I was leaving the grave of the angel, I did turn on my app for a little bit. Let me pull it up. It was my Spirit Talker app. And I said to my friend who I was there with, I said, I kind of feel like there's like a consciousness, like a presence. And it said sense. Like I sense a presence. And then it said, do you mean harm? And I said, no, we come here with respect. What's your name? And it said, Ralph. I thought that was weird. You know, I'm not saying it's haunted, but I definitely felt like there was a conscious there. And I'm really good about picking those types of things up. I do want to go and, in a respectful way, just kind of see if anything happens and stay a little bit longer, because I was there legit 5 minutes. I always try to be respectful in cemeteries. You know, no one was there that day. Oh, and it did say as well, it said I was executed. So I don't know if someone who was executed is buried there. I thought that was a little bit weird, but yeah. So that was my time at the cemetery. Let me know, what do you think about these legends? Do you think there's any truth to them? And do you get any vibes from watching these videos? Do you feel like there might be presence there? I don't know. I hope a boy didn't harm himself in the cemetery, and I hope an angel doesn't weep blood. So I was trying to look up about the people that are buried there at the angel statue, and it's the Morton family. And I was trying to learn, because obviously they're wealthy, because look at their stone. And it was John G. Morton, his wife, and his children, and other families that are buried there. And John G. Morton, he lived on his parents' farm for 18 years. He was a postmaster, was in the grocery business. He was made constable and sheriff. He was in a dry goods business. And he opened the John G. Morton Bank, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, this was a very wealthy family. And I had to look a little bit into them. But I just thought it was interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely stay tuned for more spooky videos, and I hope you're doing awesome whenever you're watching this video, and I bestow good luck upon you. Guys, Bubba has been setting throughout this whole video as I'm filming, so shout out to Bubba.